Alrighty, folks, it's a rainy day here in Singapore, or not rainy yet, but breeze is blowing, and that has me rather excited because it's just been so hot, even though it's November. But for today, what I want to show you is a guitar for our guitar status check-in, and it's not inside a box, or rather inside a case, because the case is upstairs or up on the shelf, and the guitar is on my rack. So I thought I'm just going to take a guitar out of my rack. This is one of my favorite guitars. Um, let's get it out and let's have a look at it. What we have here is perhaps one of the most deceptive guitars in my collection. It looks like a single cut or a Les Paul. It is a single cut. It's not a Les Paul, it's a Tremonti. It's a PRS Tremonti. And this is not an ordinary Tremonti. This is what's called a Tremonti Baritone. It's not really a baritone either. It's a 25.5 in scale Tremonti with a hardtail versus, say, a 24. Well, a Les Paul is 24.25. A normal PRs is 25. A normal Tremonti is 25 in scale. This is 25.5. This comes tuned to C sharp standard, but you can easily take this down to B or drop A, like I've done in this particular guitar's case. And this is unusual because this is a non-standard color. So if you look at the Tremontis that were sold, they were all sold in nice PRS colors like black gold, and there's a green one, and then there was a black one, many different colors that you can see over here. But this, as far as I know, is a one of a Tremonti Baritone in a dark cherry sunburst, the classic Les Paul color, complete with the maple neck in the same dark cherry sunburst. So which is why I got this guitar. I bought this guitar new from a shop in the US. I can't remember which shop now. I spotted it online about a few years ago, and I was just stunned by this guitar I didn't even know that one existed in a one-off color. And there's something very good about a Tremonti or a single cut being a sunburst color, a cherry sunburst, right? Because this is the color. This is the color for Les Pauls. And there is something very fitting that you have this very metal guitar, because it's a baritone hard rock guitar with high output pickups in this vintage color, which is why I call this guitar Sleeper Burst, because it's a burst, like it's got a cherry sunburst, but it's sleeper because, much like you think of sleeper cars, where you have cars that look like ordinary cars but they really can melt your face off, this guitar is kind of in the same vein, because this looks like an ordinary guitar where you sit and play your blues, but this can riff like the best of them. So that's why I call this Sleeper Burst. Now, what have I done to this guitar? I have done something to it. The thing is, I have the original pickups, but the Tremonti pickups, which I do like, especially the bridge, and I like them so much that the bridge pickup is what I specified in my private stock. They are very good, but they are not actually, in my opinion, designed for lower tunings, because the neck humbucker in Tremonti doesn't split, and it's a vintage neck humbucker, and the bridge humbucker is very nice for hard rock, even leads, but it's not necessarily for staccato riffing. So what I've done is, in this guitar, I've taken the Tremonti pickups. They're still there. In fact, they're in a different private stock that I have, and this has bare knuckle aftermaths. Bare knuckle aftermaths are high output pickups. They are known for having a very interesting blend where the neck pickup is very fat. So it's a high output but a very fat neck pickup, which splits very nicely. And a bridge pickup that's basically built for chugging. It's very dry. It's very, the word for it is staccatos. Of course, it's a lot to do with your technique, but it's a guitar pickup that is really good for basically riffing. Not necessarily designed for leads as such. And since I play a lot of my leads on the neck pickup anyway, and I use the bridge mostly for riffing, it kind of fits me really well. I had these pickups on my DGT of Doom, which you may have seen on this channel. And so there's a whole complex. Okay, so this is how it happened. I got a private stock. It had these PRS 7 pickups, which I really don't like. So those pickups were taken out of the private stock. The pickups from the pickups from this were sent into the private stock single cut. In fact, private stock single cut is right here. Oh, it's not actually. I put it back in this case. So I'll maybe put a picture over here. Then the DGT's original pickups were put back into DGT, and the aftermarks were taken out and they were put into this. So that was this entire complex operation, which was done, of course, by my favored luthier Goose and G Works here in Singapore. All right, enough talk. Let's hear how this thing sounds. Sorry, folks, you'll have to bear with me because there's a loose connection in my Helix somewhere, which I don't have the time to problem solve right now. So I'm just going to go directly into my Hughes and Kettner. It's set up in the like a not heavy but light gain Marshall tone, and you're gonna hear it straight into the iPhone actually over here, just to keep it simple. All right, let's hear how it sounds. Anyways, I hope you get a sense. So yeah, there you have it. This is the Sleeper Burst, the Tremonti Baritone limited run in 1 of 1 special color Cherry Sunburst. All right, I hope this was fun, and I'll see you next time.